What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's reaction video is 6 American things I wish we had in the UK. Spike a beer. Looks like he's walking around here.
Yeah.
We liked his last one. Again, it's his specific things, isn't it?
Yeah, opinions.
So it's not going to be everyone's, and not everyone's going to agree. We're going to have different opinions when we go. We're going to have different opinions to you guys as well.
Yeah.
But this is what we wish. This is the positive. This is things you liked in America and you wish we had it. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it will be.
Smash that button if you enjoy, guys. Smash that subscribe button. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Let's go. What have we got?
Hi
Bosh.
guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. So yeah, just walking home from the store, and I just had a random thought popped into my
I'd
head.
say shop, not store.
I think you say it for his American
Most
viewers.
of just got back from the States, did 5 cities in 12 days, and we saw lots of stuff, and there was loads of things that I wish that we had here, or I wish that were bigger deals in the UK, like how they are in America. So I thought it would be fun to make a little video about 5 or 6 things, 5 or 6 American things, or things that are a bigger deal in America.
I like how laid back
I
the
wish
videos
were
are.
a bigger deal here in the UK. So number 1 for me is the food. Like obviously we have good food here in the UK, definitely. And the food that we have here, we do really well. But I think in America, you just get way more options, at least in the places that we were. Particularly Mexican food. Like, I never used to be really into Mexican food until maybe a few years ago. And now I love it. I love it. And it's not really here. Like, honestly, apart from Chipotle. No, we don't even have, okay, I think we have Chipotle.
Isn't that just down south,
though? It's
though?
called Tortilla.
I have no idea.
I think that's just in like London. Maybe it's not, because I've never seen a Chipotle. I mean, we've never tried American food properly. We're going to be trying it properly soon.
Well, we have. We've been to America.
No, but not properly. We did a lot of fast. We did a lot of McDonald's and stuff like that, and we're grabbing on the go, weren't we? Not like barbecue and like proper American food. I already agree with that statement just from what we've seen.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm going to carry on agreeing with it once we've done it. But yeah, we don't have much in the UK, do we?
No, we don't.
I'm so excited to try the food.
I am. Oh, I want another 5 guys.
But those are the only 2 places in the UK that are really popular. Whereas in America, it definitely seems that Mexican food is way more popular. Like most high streets, or most like areas where there's stores in America, you'll find somewhere that does either quesadillas or tortillas or burritos. Like me and the missus, we went to see the Lakers, and we just went to this like bar, this random bar near the Staples Center or the Crypto Arena.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a Mexican restaurant or bar or anything, just a bar. And we got quesadillas because we were starving after the game, and they were amazing. It was the first time I've had quesadillas, so to be fair, I don't have much to compare it with, but delicious, absolutely delicious. The portions in America are way bigger.
Yeah,
much more generous portion sizes.
Look at that.
Generous.
In the West Coast,
Very generous.
The Asian food is just amazing, like Korean food, Chinese, Japanese.
I can't wait to try different cultures as well there. There's so much.
Just way more options. So yeah, I think we need to, if we could, like increase the amount of options that we serve here to make it more similar to America. I would be a massive fan of that. Another thing that I wish we had that was more on par with America are salaries. Like salaries in America, I couldn't believe the difference. They are so much higher.
Oh, just the money.
I used to work for the Competition and Markets Authority as a case officer. To get that job, you got to have a good degree from a good school. It's not easy to get that job.
Oh, fair play.
And I was making, I don't mind sharing this, I was making like 37 grand a year, which is about, what's that, about maybe $53,000 a year.
Okay.
Yeah, we got a good pension. Yeah, we got good holiday. I think I got like 25 days off annually. But, $53,000 for a job that requires, a good degree from a good school. It doesn't sound like a lot. And then when I Googled how much a similar job title at the Federal Trade Commission, which is the US competition regulator. Like this job, you know, we're investigating mergers and acquisitions.
It seems quite a big deal.
Involving billion-dollar companies. Like, you know, I've worked on some really, really blue chip mergers involving companies that you've definitely heard of. So I think 53 grand is really, really low. So at the Federal Trade Commission, my equivalent is making $90,000 a year.
That's a big difference, isn't it? He's moving to America soon.
What I made. So salaries here are really low. A doctor in their first year in the UK earns £41,000 a year, which is like $55,000. This is a doctor, a qualified doctor. My aunt qualified as a doctor last year in America, and I think she's making like $230,000.
Wow, that's it's just massive difference.
The difference is absolutely insane.
Yeah, but has that got something to do with the fact that they don't pay for their healthcare?
Yeah, they do pay for it. You mean?
Yeah, so as in like they pay for it, whereas
like
we pay minimum tax, so that's why we can't afford to pay.
I mean, it's still depressing.
It is, but I think that is why.
Yeah, no, it's still depressing, but yeah, definitely.
Here in the UK, for me personally, I think they've been suppressed artificially. Some of the salaries here that people make, to be honest, a lot of the salaries people make here are absolutely disgusting. So yeah, I wish that salaries in the UK were a lot similar to what you get in the States. I know that you guys often have to pay health insurance and stuff like that, but I think a lot of employers actually include health insurance as part of their compensation. So
okay, let us know in comments below.
Salaries in the UK need to be matching America, I think. Another thing I wish that we had here in the UK, similar to America, is tailgating.
Oh,
so
definitely.
when we went to see the Lakers, you had so many people, you know, standing.
I think this goes hand in hand though. I think if we to have this as good as America, we need the sport to have a good atmosphere. I think they come hand in hand together. I don't think you can have a tailgate and then go in to watch 3 people watching the game. Do you get what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I feel like you need.
But this is a basketball game. A basketball game probably only holds 30,000. Was it still incredible?
But I just feel like we need the game to be super. Like we need a lot of people to go into a soccer game. Most people to go to a soccer game to get how good that is.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you need a lot of people to go. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You need a lot of people to do that. I didn't realise we did it for basketball games.
I didn't.
I just thought it was American football.
I did.
Which makes me
for hockey and stuff, ice hockey and stuff.
Yeah, it just makes me think. I think basketball season potentially may be on when we go. And I was like, well,
it was on in February when we went to New York.
Yeah, so it may be on when we go. And if we can do it, that'd be awesome. I didn't realise they did it for that. That's it.
In the car park, outside the arena, having beers, having hot dogs. It was amazing to see, you know, people just like a massive party, you know, before the game. It was such a cool thing to observe. Like in the UK, we don't really have that. The closest thing you'll see is like armies of fans like walking towards the stadium with like a cup of beer in their hand. You know, maybe they'll buy a burger from the van.
And that's on one-off occasions at
one
Wembley.
of the vans near the stadium. But you won't see people having like their own barbecues and stuff, like outside the arena, you know, full-on parties. Like I thought that was a really, really cool thing. Like I think it would just like increase the fun of sports here in the UK.
Oh, definitely.
Obviously they're still
Make a day
great,
of it.
but I loved what I saw with tailgating. It was amazing. Another thing I wish we had in the UK are the national parks, the variety of national parks. I mean, obviously the
only issue
is
is
much smaller.
We need space.
It's actually gutting at the moment. It's what you need space. We're looking at the moment, and it just takes so long to travel to these places, which we want to see. Like when you're there, like you're doing a lot of travelling anyway, and obviously we've got Archie. So unfortunately, some of the bigger national parks, which look incredible, may have to come another time because it's just.
I feel like
14-hour trips to do it.
It's pretty much most of our trip would have to be dedicated.
Not even that. I'm just like in California, like Yosemite and stuff like that. If you did it from like say San Francisco, it's a 14-hour day.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a long day. It's a long day.
Time that you're there.
But you can go to like an airport near. But then again,
what we need to be doing is
flights added on and stuff like that.
Our time in California would have needed to be dedicated to just that, pretty much. With a few other things.
Yeah, it is hard to do.
Yeah, it's too long.
But we're looking at it. Maybe hopefully we'll be able to do a couple of state parks or something like that. But the big ones, because they're so far away, it might be a bit harder, which is gutting. But hopefully we'll go back again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then we've done other things and we can commit more time to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think in the comments on that.
Than the USA, so it's not really possible, but you know, Yosemite and Sequoia, absolutely huge. You know, we're talking like over 150 miles across. massive, so much to see, you know, the landscapes, the hikes, just the beauty of the places. For me, Sequoia was absolutely stunning. You know, seeing General Sherman.
I do want to do it.
The size of this thing, I was just like, it was just absolutely gargantuan. Honestly, if you get the chance and you haven't been to see General Sherman, I really, really recommend it. Not just Sherman, the other ones. There's one called the President. There's one called Congress. Really funny names, but absolutely huge. Would love it if they had like national parks like that here. We have a few, like there's one called the Lake District that's absolutely stunning, but
Peak District as well.
There's only like maybe 3 or 4.
Nowhere near the scale.
Really, really, really amazing and beautiful, at least that I can remember. Whereas the US just has so many of them. Another cool thing I wish we had here in the UK is garbage disposal in the sinks. Like
we spoke about it the other day.
So the hotel that we stayed at in the Bronx was what was it? I think it was a Comfort Suites, and it had garbage disposal, and in the room. And as someone who's never used it before, it was such a cool feature. You know, you don't have to scrape, you know, things in the bin before you wash. Obviously, you can't throw bones down there, but you know, like just having that step taken out, I thought it was quite useful.
Imagine.
Obviously, I guess from an eco standpoint, the energy required to operate the blades, I guess, you know, you could argue that it's not the most green thing, but from a purely convenient standpoint, it's quite a useful invention. So I think it'd be cool. I wonder if it's legal. I mean, you could probably, I imagine if you wanted it in your house here in the UK, you could probably have it installed, but if it was like a standard thing, that would be quite cool.
Definitely.
One more thing I wish we had in the UK was like full-on RVs. Like people have caravans here, but like
nothing
compared to a proper big RV, like an American RV, it's not the same. Like some of these RVs are absolutely enormous. They're literally like houses on wheels.
That's mad.
So big. You know, you've got showers in there. You've got full-on living and bedrooms in there. You could literally live in an RV potentially for months and months, like if you wanted. Like the amount of traveling you could do. I mean, you could do this in a caravan, but it's not quite the same, you know.
No.
Like caravan, even the nicest caravans, they're very cramped. Like I've been in some nice caravans and they're cramped, whereas a full-on RV, you know, it's not like a proper like big house, but you've got everything. You've got a kitchen, you've got a bathroom, you've got a toilet. You know, it's just a next level
actual bed.
So having a full-on RV, I think. But then again, our roads are a lot smaller, so I guess from a practical standpoint,
take up the whole road.
Maybe that's why we don't have RVs, just because of the size of the roads. Where would you park them and things like that? But if we could, we definitely should. Thanks for watching, guys. Any Brits?
Some different ones as well, like ones we haven't heard before.
Definitely. Obviously, we did the garbage disposal the other day, but other than that, we haven't really heard you much, had we? Smash that button if you enjoy, guys. Smash subscribe button. Let us know tips for national parks and stuff like that. Because dinner is ready as well. We're trying to look at it as best as possible, aren't we? And just try and get as much out of it as we can. Also, not kill ourselves with tiredness because we're all looking after Archie as well, and get as much out of it and enjoy it, and get as many videos as for you legends as well.
Yeah.
Smash that button, guys. Smash subscribe. And what should we do?
Have a fantastic day.
Kabir's links in the description, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.